All right, we should be live. Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday, August 23rd, 7:10 p.m. and about 18 degrees Celsius here in downtown Toronto. Hopefully you can see everything all right and the audio is coming through. I see Zach McNally's here, Fans Buses Gaming, Wesley Torres, Mason Harjot. Hello and welcome to a Wednesday evening stream. This is a view looking west on Front Street West. Grazi is here from Vermont. Harjot asking how everyone's doing. Hopefully that audio across the street playing isn't getting picked up. Sheena Roberts is here, Janelle York is here, Raja, Jason, Gertej, good evening. And there I am as some sort of proof that I'm actually out and live streaming. Brad Palmer, welcome to the stream. Robert Parker. So this is Front Street. We're supposed to get some rain on and off tonight. I wanted to stream a little earlier. But a certain other Toronto live streamer started, so I just kind of waited a bit, and I think he is actually walking in the opposite direction that I'm heading now. Maybe we'll bump into each other. I also wanted to get some fresh Toronto content up on the channel, as the video this morning was from Barcelona. Tomorrow morning we'll have a Toronto video premiering at 9 a.m. EST. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta mute it for a sec. This is definitely gonna get picked up. All right, hopefully not. Jelly Bean in the house. David is here. And we have a 200 Japanese yen super chat. Thank you for the 200 Japanese yen. So I'm saying, look at the CN Tower. There it is. Thank you for the 200 yen. This is the Royal York Hotel on the right. I'm just going west on Front Street West here. And we're coming up to York Street and University. I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to kind of wander around for about 90 minutes or so. In fact, tomorrow I think I'm going to take my iPhone in and get a new battery put in it, as my battery health is in the 70s, which has been limiting some of my streams.
We could just go straight over.
There's a look north up York Street. Vivian Johnson has joined in, as has Lisa. Where am I going? I don't know. Oh, there's a police dog in that car. Maybe it's barking at me. Janelle says this is your street, York Street. So if I'm not mistaken, Ken is actually not too far from here. Should we go set a collision course for him? He did intercept me in my last live stream. Maybe it's my turn to intercept him. The Blue Jays have a big game tonight. They'll be playing the Orioles. Actually, I think they just started. Mason wants to go live in Toronto. Well, I hope you've saved up. Sanjay says, let's intercept Ken. It looks to me like he is on Wellington Street near the well. Wellington and Spadina. This is Simcoe Street straight ahead. And I am stuck behind a group of people just waiting. Brad had a stream on a ski hill. Sorry I missed that, Brad Palmer. I've still been a little bit aloof to whatever else is going on around YouTube. That says North Crosswalk closed. Pedestrians cross west side only. Well, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with crossing here. That's the Metro Toronto Convention Center on the left. And I might need to take my sweater off. It is a bit hotter than I thought it would be. All right, I'm going to put my phone down for a sec and take my sweater off. Just give me one sec, guys. I'm wearing this fairly light hoodie, but it's a little too much for this weather. Slip that into wide angle for you. And I got an invite yesterday by a Toronto YouTuber to go hang out at Canada's Wonderland. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get around to it. Let me just see one thing, guys, just before we get moving. All right. We are moving. Do I ever do fan meetups? I haven't intentionally. And good news, we have rain. Ken wants to know if I'm on the way. Tell Ken I will stick to Front Street and we will collide with him. Elaine McLaughlin, 5 British pounds. Thank you, Elaine, for your super chat. Thank you very much. If I'm not mistaken, that one came all the way from Scotland. Janelle says she'd love to bump into me in the future. Hey, if you ever see me, I don't bite. Feel free to say hi. If I'm streaming, you can drop in for a minute. I think viewers too like to see some of the other viewers show up on stream, especially if you're kind of a regular in the chat. All right, so Ken should be making his way towards me. He should actually be like a block away here, if my view of his stream is correct. Nancy Mattis just gave him $2. Dave says, don't stumble. Hey, if you're ever wondering what a Galaxy S20 FE looks like live streaming versus an iPhone 12, you could do a direct comparison between Ken's stream and mine. Both using the same network provider. Let's see if we can find this dingus. Hello, George Howard. Thank you for requesting that walk up Bathurst Street. That one from Bathurst and Lawrence up to Shepherd was a Patreon member request from George. And it just so happened to coincide with the Little Manila Festival. So it made sense to get up there and make that video. What is my all-time favorite food? It's hard to say. Depends on the day and the mood. It could be a Montreal smoked meat sandwich. It could be cheese duck galbi. I know Ken's just going to say a lame burrito. Jonathan says, do you find people friendlier in 2023 than previous decades? I have no idea. I think people are generally just a little bit colder now than I remember. I think I might have seen him off in the distance. In fact, I think he is looking at that building right there on his stream. So he's got to be at this intersection here. Is he wearing that same blue shirt he wore before? There he is, talking to some dude. All right, we have intercepted Ken. Another Toronto live streamer caught in the action. There's a look north up Blue Jays Way. Robert Steele, $10. Keep on striding. Thank you, Robert Steele. Much appreciated, Robert. Thank you for the $10. And look who it is. This,
Who do we have?
I've seen you twice in 3 days, and you're wearing the same blue shirt.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in the middle of the wash cycle. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
How long you been streaming for?
2 hours and 25 minutes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you heading? Back home?
Just back home. Yeah.
Do you want to go this way?
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah, let's
accompany
walk.
you a bit.
Yeah, we'll walk together. So hey.
Jeanette says, hi, Johnny and pals.
Johnny.
Hi, Jeanette. So this is the Ken Continuum.
Johnny found me.
At the Ken Continuum, all one word.
That's an unnecessarily loud pickup truck.
Now that I'm with Ken, I will be attacked by dinguses.
Yep. Keep an eye out, man.
He's got a magnet for them.
I haven't had any so far on this stream, so that's good. Hey, Raja fam, how you doing? Rocky Rambo. Audio is synced, right? Awesome.
This is Blue Jays Way. So we're gonna go north, but we won't be going north past Dundas. At some point we'll go east. All I did was I started at Union and I just walked along front to here.
Oh, okay. So
I'd just rather not double front.
right, yeah, of course. Got the stream about 15 minutes ago or whatever.
17.
People saying hello to Johnny.
You're holding your battery pack like that?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but I'm used to it. I kind of regret bringing this though. I always do this. I bring my umbrella because it looks like rain is imminent and then it doesn't rain, right? So,
You just got a small backpack.
yeah, I hate backpacks.
You hate backpacks, you hate shorts.
I know, I hate a lot of things.
Hello, William.
Hey, Kathleen Bass, how you doing?
Kevin Duke. Maybe we'll walk a few feet apart so our audio doesn't,
Right.
unless we're talking to each other.
We are co-streaming here with Johnny.
Were you gonna just go all the way home and end it?
I wasn't sure if I was going to go all the way home, but I was going to go most of the way, maybe as far as Yonge Street.
And then make a video?
Nah, I already have a video for tomorrow. I still have another Niagara Falls video.
So once we get north of King Street, this will become Peter Street, named Blue Jays Way, because in the early 90s, the Jays did what the Maple Leafs will never do in our lifetime. They won the championship.
Now, okay, I am. I have one in my back pocket.
Let's just awkwardly watch Ken. I see the sights and sounds of Toronto, and we can just turn on Ken Vision.
It's against the law. Against the law to record people in public, man.
So call the cops.
Yeah.
That still doesn't give you the right to beat someone if that were true. Robert Parker, $10, another contribution to the Philippines funds. Thank you, Robert. I'm going to start to feel the pressure to pull the trigger on a plane ticket to the Philippines. I haven't yet booked my next trip, but I've started to peruse different options. You're continuing north here?
I'll just go wherever you would like to go.
I'll wind back in your direction. All right, I'm gonna mute that first. I had, in my big C&E stream, I had some music copyrights I had to mute after, and I lost the chat replay.
Oh, yeah?
So this used to be an iconic Toronto street, Mercer Street. There was Wayne Gretzky's on the corner here with its spinning little hockey man on the roof, as well as as well as the Second City Live, which had a rather iconic street presence.
It used to be just a low-rise side street, but now it's literally a skyscraper canyon.
Yeah. You know, it's weird that the Second City has moved into such modern digs.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna last there. Because that was supposed to be a Target.
Yeah. Must be kind of a weird looking, vibe inside there. It wasn't built to be a performing arts space or anything.
Nope. Well, pick a street to go west on. You've got King, Adelaide, Richmond, Queen, and Dundas. I'm letting Ken choose the direction here. Lisa says, yeah, doesn't it? It feels like a weird location. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can build some history there. The Second City is an iconic, I think mostly improv comedy house. Jonathan says, rip John Candy. I've done a video checking out where his childhood home was in East York.
Want all the latest? Stick with this stream. My stream is 5 seconds ahead of yours, so that's right. What do you want to walk down? Richmond?
I don't care.
Richmond. Let's take
Ken wants to go on Richmond Street. Works for me. We'll be walking by Yuck Yucks. If we hit Adelaide, we might lose Ken to Burrito Boys.
That's right. That's why I chose Richmond. Hey William, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. How are you feeling?
Sorry guys, my phone has been going off. Probably someone telling me I want to cruise. But we are at Adelaide, so according to Ken, we're going to turn right at Richmond. That's it was DiGiorno in the States, Delizio in Canada.
Really? I noticed in the grocery stores they're starting to introduce a new brand now, I guess to replace Delizio. But they still have Delizio also for the moment. But eventually they'll be gone.
It's like that plot to cover up. Remember when 7-Up used to be like a main pop, and then out of nowhere it was like Sierra Mist, and you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And it used to be Hires and A&W running all the root beer,
Right.
and then it became Barks and Mug.
Yeah.
There's a plan to.
Hey, Robert Parker, $10. Feeling generous.
Nancy Mattis, $2. You and Ken Rock as Toronto's native gatekeepers. Thank you, Nancy Mattis. Thank you for the $2. And speaking of Burrito Boys, we will pay homage to what was the original location of Burrito Boys.
Is that where it was originally?
Yes, it was in the basement of that.
I think that was before my time.
And then when they had their feud, one became a Burrito Banditos, this one, and then it became something else. But that was the original Burrito Boys.
A friend of mine lived in this old building once upon a time. Then he moved out because of the redevelopment, and then someone set it on fire.
Well, it makes sense that where all these bars and clubs were, that there would be a greasy burrito place. So we're a block south of Queen Street. Oh.
And hey, Jenny, yeah, I mean, all this talk I am human.
All right, we're going along Richmond.
Yeah. It looks like they've cleared up the whole situation across the street.
That used to be a really popular bar called Fez Boutique. And then I don't know what, that's basically a homeless shelter, isn't it? I don't know the PC word for that.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Drop-in center.
Yeah.
But there's one of my favorite condos in Toronto, straight ahead.
Paso, right? Paso.
It's not just a wall of glass.
I don't know. How do I prove I'm human? I guess Johnny could kill me. That would probably prove it.
Yeah, I don't really feel like.
But then again, he could kill other animals that aren't human, so I guess it doesn't really prove it.
I'm glad that you acknowledge that humans are part of the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Can be controversial in some parts.
I don't see why.
Have you been to Aisle 24 Market?
I've never been. I downloaded the app, but I've never been. Yeah. Have you?
No, you need an app to get in there, apparently.
So that's why I've never done it. I just downloaded the app in case, but never bothered going there yet. There's one of these aisle 24s that's right near my place in Dundas. Right around the corner.
So much time, and then we have.
You need to download an app in order to gain access to the store. It's like a self-serve kind of store, no staff inside. I bet you the prices are crazy expensive in there.
You got to pay for all that security and lack of human.
Right? Yep.
On the right is what used to be the Paramount, the famous Players Paramount. Now it's the
We're heading.
Scotia Theatre, Scotia Bank Theatre.
Here's the big Scotiabank. This is where I went to see the Barbie movie.
Oh, they're blasting music in here, but you can see they've got this giant escalator. Look at that. I'm gonna mute it for a sec. When is Ken going to Europe or Asia, says Clem. Huh, try asking, I have no idea, but I saw on the City Nerd channel today, he went to Montreal and had some rather high praise. Apparently there was a meeting of urbanist YouTubers in Montreal and he was invited. I felt slighted on that.
I saw that too and I was like, are we not urbanist YouTubers? Conference for urbanist YouTubers.
Some of the people there had pretty small channels. I was like, hey.
Is this category not considered urbanist, I guess? I don't know. I thought we would qualify because we talk about the city, we talk about urban issues, new developments.
We like to ride trains.
Yeah, we ride all the trains. We talk about bike lane development.
This is John Street, a cultural corridor. And thanks to all 341 of you for tuning in. Just a reminder, don't forget to like and subscribe, yada yada. There's the ballroom. Maybe I get a look at the Blue Jays score. No, I cannot. I can see people's bowling scores. Lisa says cultural corridor, that official. Yeah, it's really where they should be holding the Toronto International Film Festival instead of shutting down King Street and disrupting the streetcar service. John Street is kind of ideal for it. Hey, there's something going on in here. Oh, volleyball.
Eventually they're going to close this down, right?
Yeah, it's turning into a park. They're playing volleyball there now. We've got a pretty good view. Let's commentate. The guy, black shorts, white t-shirt, is about to serve. Overhand. Unfortunately, I can't see above the net. Oh, nice dig. As a slow golf clap ensues.
You played volleyball?
I did in high school. Whenever I played volleyball, this part of my arm would turn like beet red or purple.
When I was hitting the ball, I guess.
Yep.
Eventually turned into a new park.
If they weren't playing music, I would go in there and have a drink.
There's some music and some stuff.
So one of my viewers told me you didn't get your passport yet.
No, I have to renew it. It's expired. Megan too, we both have to renew our passport.
You don't live far from an office, right? Victoria Street?
No. What's my excuse, right? It just seems like one of those chores that I'm like, ugh.
But you get the 10-year one and get the nice big thick one, and
Yeah.
then you're good for 10 years.
That's what I'll do. I guess
Then-
when Megan, because she's planning to go to Paris with her family
Ooh.
before the end of the year. So when she goes to get hers, I'll just go at the same time.
You should go with her and make some videos no one will watch. It's great.
Yeah. Go to renew our passports.
H. Hill says, hi, I'm watching both streams. I can only assume H. Hill stands for Hank Hill. Unsafe. Dominic asking, when will I return to the Philippines? I don't know, but Robert Parker has been contributing to a side pot that's to go towards a Philippines adventure. I went there in 2017. Nancy's asking, how does that work in any country to attain a passport? When I lived in Korea, I did it through the Canadian embassy in Seoul. It's basically the same process as getting one here, although I think if you're traveling and you lose it, you can get an emergency passport. Action Kid is here saying, who's this dude? Once upon a time, the three of us were walking around these streets. Action Kid and Ken wore matching plaid shirts. I saw you had a very long driving video posted today on your channel, the one that finally processed.
How long was that? Cross country.
It was like over 6 hours, but he
Wow.
sped it up.
No way.
I've got a 6.5-hour high-speed train ride that I don't know what to do with. Nadine says, what was I doing in Korea? Aside from eating and drinking a lot, I was occasionally teaching some people English. As we are approaching Simcoe Street. So we are heading towards the financial district after cutting through the entertainment district. Do you want to head up to Queen or do you want to stick to Richmond? It gets a little boring
Okay, let's do Queen.
in the financial district.
to check out the square, Maple Square.
Ooh, we could do that. Wesley says, hello, Johnny. When will I be going to Germany?
Paul DeMar.
I have no idea. In some parts of Germany, apparently, you cannot record in public. I do have a cousin that lives in Germany, and I have a few friends that live there. So we're heading towards Queen West. Novel Cost says, you'd never want to teach English, their grammar would be atrocious. You should see my poor students. Ever saw the movie Kung Fu, where they made that joke about how they purposely trained Wimplo wrong as a joke? You might think it was a scenario like that going down. Young SC is loving says, Johnny, go to Sydney, Australia. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that like the most expensive place that you could go to in terms of converting your local currency and then paying local prices? I was like, where the hell is Ken? Turns out he was right behind me. What an elegant setup. He's got elastics and foam. He's holding a power bank.
That's right, I'm the MacGyver of live streaming.
And he's back to his original gimbal. Louise says, hi Johnny, love your streams. Glad that you dig them.
Well, I was at Sheridan and then I was at I don't know where those places are. Those are colleges here. Okay. Will I be going to Calgary or Halifax? Probably. Anytime soon, but
I'd totally go to Calgary. Not just seeing Halifax, I'd go there too.
Alberta less than a year ago, so probably we'll be going back to Alberta. But Halifax I've never been to, so who knows?
So we're starting to get some Twilight vibes. I think we're gonna get stuck in the middle here. So look, South Down University Avenue.
Too many things. Too many things. It seems like all of my stuff that can expire, all tends to expire at the same time. And not only documents, that also includes like my toothpaste and my shampoo and my deodorant all run out at exactly the same time. How are my nose hairs looking?
Stephen Collins is here. Hello, Stephen Collins. Action Kid says, Ken has the best live streaming setup. It helped him in Niagara Falls.
I know you're jealous, Action Kid. You're jealous of my setup. But this makes my hand very strong, you see, when I have to do this. So it's good. It's like a workout.
Nadine asking if I'm going to Fan Expo this weekend. I'm probably at least going to record around the perimeter of it. I don't know if I'm going to go into it. But every year, Fan Expo and Comic-Con come to the city and fill the streets up with freaks in a good way. Maybe Ken will wear that.
That's this weekend, right? Fan Expo?
Maybe Ken will wear that suit.
Oh, my morph suit. Yeah.
Nancy Mattis, glad you two are friends. Johnny, his snipe yesterday really surprised you from the look on your face. Thank you, Nancy Mattis, for the $5.
That was actually pretty funny. Your expression. It was good.
Well, it was funny watching it because it looked like you totally effed it up because you're on the wrong side of the street based on where I would have been going. So I was starting to question your knowledge of Toronto, and then I went right through
I just wasn't thinking, but it kind of worked out for the best because that gave me an excuse to do that crazy run and all that. It just made it more entertaining, right?
And I hit the red light, and then we ran into a viewer there.
Because it would have been a lot duller if I just walked on the right side of the street the whole time and then just ran into you without any effort. You know, it wouldn't just been as
But it would have been
satisfying, right?
guaranteed,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah.
to.
So I took a risk, and it was worth it. Although at the time I just fucked up.
What would you have done with the video if you missed me?
I probably would have still posted it as a fail video.
Nevada says, how often do you lose power when streaming? I'm not entirely sure how to interpret that, but my iPhone battery is quite weak. We started at 100%, now I'm down to 68%, and we're 41 minutes in. It helps that tonight's kind of cool though. On hotter days, it definitely drains a lot faster. And it drains faster on really cold days too. This is kind of the nice, happy median.
Oh, I find my phone without the power bank lasts about 2 hours in nice, comfortable weather.
Yeah, I don't do the power bank unless it's like the Santa Claus parade or... I also find it adds a slight little wobble to it because there's weight and it's kind of tugging on it.
Yeah, like I have to be careful like this. My gimbal is getting old and feeble and doesn't like anything that is not perfect, basically. It starts protesting.
So it's taking the form of you.
Yeah. Except I can run 30 miles an hour.
Ken the Cheetah Man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pass through Nathan Phillips Square here on the left. Check out that iconic second iteration of the Toronto sign. I'm still bitter that they changed it. And John Tory lied to us saying it's exactly like the original. No, it is not. But it's still cool. Marge saying no score in the third inning. Oh, there hasn't been any bird-on-bird violence yet.
I don't think there's any news act right now. I don't think there's any event going on.
But what there is an awesome smell from the hot dog vendors.
Right?
Action Kid says it's changed now. They changed it, I think, about 3-4 years ago, actually. I think it was 3 years ago. Because the original one was temporary. It wasn't designed to be permanent. But it had like a slightly bolder, chunkier font.
So do you guys know where Susan Mary is? I need her.
Sorry.
Susan Mary? No?
Susan Mary. No. Who's
Sorry.
that?
All right, that might possibly be the weirdest request.
Odd request, yeah.
I
I know where a random person we don't know is.
is it the name of a dispensary?
I don't know.
Susan Mary. Oh, Toronto Susan Mary. And look at this. This might be all right, I have done something incredibly stupid. Ken, how stupid is this?
Attempting fake here. One imperfect section of concrete.
Well, I want a new thumbnail. The lengths we go to for a new thumbnail. Nancy Mattis has become a channel member. Thank you, Nancy Mattis. And now I need to take a picture for Instagram showing that I am risking my phone and gimbal's life and limb.
screenshot this later.
In true homemade Ken fashion, he is. Might actually be better.
Trying not to get my head covering everything though.
Trying to get a thumbnail. So we've got quote unquote, I love how everyone always calls it New City Hall, even though it dates back to like what, 1967?
Or before that, I think. 65 maybe?
And there's Old City Hall.
New City Hall is approaching senior citizen status.
This is where Chinatown originally was. And there was an old armories building just off to the left here. Nevada Dave says, how does Ken get such thick arms? Well, that's from his day job at the bowling ball plant.
That's from holding stupid contraptions like this for 2.5 hours.
That's why I only stream for 90 minutes. I got these thin noodle arms.
How's Megan feeling? She's good. I was just talking to her before the stream. She's good. She might be listening to the stream. Chilling and listening.
I guess I don't need to be watching your live stream anymore.
No, is that right? Well, I'm almost at 3 hours here. Maybe I'll wrap up at the 3-hour mark.
All right.
And then Johnny will continue. He will do what I usually say.
Well, you will. I'll force you to continue with me. Would you do that while we walk back?
Yeah, I'm going to stop at some place where I can buy soy milk. So.
Hey, I'm up for a soy milk
Are you? Yeah.
adventure. Ken needs soy milk.
So maybe Shoppers Drug Mart.
May I ask what's wrong with cow milk? Are you saying that
I drink both. Yeah, I drink both.
milk formulated for a young growing baby cow is not fit for you?
Well, I prefer soy milk for that reason. But if there's no soy milk, I will drink cow milk. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with Arnold Schwarzenegger when someone asks him why he doesn't drink cow milk. He says like, I'm not a baby. And especially not a baby cow, right?
Well, nature spent tens of thousands of years perfecting it for
Right.
a growing calf.
Right. Very, very nice view here at Nathan Phillips Square.
So we're just going to hang out here for 2 more minutes while Ken runs his stream down. Don't forget to check his channel out at the Ken Continuum, all one word. He's got another channel which is severely neglected called The Ken Continues. I think there's bushels of hay blowing over that channel right now.
Yeah. But it still has some fun videos on it. Just nothing recent, that's all.
You need to do an updated apartment tour. I know you did that We Didn't Start the Fire
Yeah.
YouTube short.
Yeah, full-length apartment tour. Yeah. You too. You should do
Yeah,
one.
we should do like a trading places thing, where we redecorate each other's apartment.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's the natural evolution of these walking channels.
That's, when we perfected YouTube. Right?
Lisa says tumbleweeds, lol, hey.
8 o'clock. Almost going to wrap up the stream as we chime in 8 p.m. here. Thank you everyone for joining me on a nice long 3-hour walk around. Started on the east side, went through downtown to the west side, and then eventually got sort of sniped by Johnny Strides here.
Ken's
Not
rocking
as good as my snipe of him the other day, of course. But
his
not bad.
Vessies. I'm wearing Allbirds, competing online shoe companies.
Right? Oh yeah. We both have our waterproof shoes on. Look at that. There we go.
But unlike your shoes, my shoes are shaped like a human foot.
Yeah. Well, those
They've-
are the ones you just got the other day.
No, but these ones do have that minimalist design. which is nice for my nice wide-ass feet.
Yeah. My feet aren't as large as yours.
Action Kid says Nathan Phillips Square was the only time he saw a rat in Toronto. You need to look down on the tracks. You'll see them in just about every subway station scurrying around.
As I was saying, thank you everyone. Thanks
All right, Ken's just wrapping up. Maybe I'll slap a microphone on Ken. I've got both of my wireless mics on me. And I'm gonna walk back with Ken a little bit more. Robert saw an old video and wanted to decorate Ken's apartment in pink. All right, so this, if you've ever wondered what it looks like when Ken ends his stream.
Johnny will now continue, so you can all follow him as he walks around Toronto for however long he continues for. So, all right, I'll be back in a few days. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
It would have been better when you said so you can all and then just F off.
And we're done.
So this is how Ken winds down his streams. You know what, since you're gonna be with me for like 10 minutes, let me throw a microphone on you.
Yeah?
Yeah. That way you won't sound so distant.
All right. Well,
he has unplugged the phone. Between me and Ken, if we are ever on Gilligan's Island, I think Ken would have the much more interesting setup with all this experience.
that's right. I'm like the professor. I can turn a coconut into a radio.
All right, I'm gonna get my microphone out. One sec, guys. Maybe I'll model some shoes while I do this. Who's that person they were looking for?
Mary something.
I hear Korean. All right. In a second, there will be 2 microphones.
2 dinguses and a microphone.
I think the DJI Pocket 3 is going to support this.
Oh yeah?
Because it's supported on the Osmo Action 4. Two dinguses and a microphone. All right, can you guys hear both of us fine? Here, let's do the audio test. Ken, keep speaking. Say something.
2 dinguses and a microphone.
See how far away he is? He should sound
2
crystal
doofuses,
clear.
maybe. We'll leave that dingus word for you know who. We'll be the doofuses. I think that's more fitting. What's going on there? Yeah.
All right, so we are making our way. My stream really didn't cover a lot of ground tonight. I went from Union Station to like Nathan Phillips Square. Sometimes it's not about the steps you take, it's the journey,
It's
not the
not the
destination.
distance, right? It's the adventure, right? Yeah.
All right, and welcome to anyone making their way to this stream from the Ken Continuum. Are we gonna go down this stairwell?
Sure.
Ken has to go buy some soy milk, so
Yeah.
this might be the most riveting live streaming action we have ever done on this channel. Why not almond milk?
I prefer soy.
My camera wanted to point down.
So I can either go to a Shoppers or I can go to the Loblaws on Church.
Oh, the Loblaws at Church in Carleton?
Yeah.
Let's go to that one.
Yeah? Because I think that's actually a better deal than Shoppers. Shoppers is expensive. So is Loblaws, but
Let's take Dundas to Church, then we'll walk up Church to Carleton.
okay.
I'll kick you out, and then I'll head over to College Station,
Yeah,
and that'll be me.
sounds good.
And tomorrow I'm gonna get the iPhone battery swapped. Action Kid says don't buy at Loblaws. Oh, tell me about it. My Metro is on strike.
Yeah, mine too.
So I had to go to Loblaws to buy like frozen fruits and stuff. And it wasn't that bad. It was a little more than I usually pay.
There's also the Freshco on Sherbourne in St. Jamestown. So we could go there too if that is workable for you.
I'd rather go to Loblaws.
Yeah, all right.
That just takes me a bit. I mean, if you want to go there, you can give me the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll.
Action Kid thought Metro had good prices. They do, but apparently they severely underpay and mistreat their workers.
Yeah. There's only a few things that I go to Loblaws for that are always on sale regularly, like some of the frozen pizzas, some of the yogurt, right? Party mix.
I honestly think they're all big and evil, so whatever I can get from Amazon, I do. And I started to get my fruit from like a little market locally.
Right.
But it doesn't make sense to get like cereal, like muesli from those little markets because you're paying like $12 for.
Yeah.
But basically Metro, Amazon, and local fruit markets. And a whole lot of takeout.
Yeah, I don't get a
Roger
lot of
says Ken
takeout.
is a ladies' man like myself. Oh, we'll have to ask for Megan's
Yeah, we'll see.
viewpoint on that.
Well, I got her, so yeah. But I didn't have to do anything. She actually came after me, so yeah.
Oh,
As it should be, right?
we live on some bizarre planet where the women court the men.
Yeah. Right?
Apparently on like those dating apps, for every like 20 swipes a guy does, a woman does like one.
Yep.
So it's just like a bunch of sharks
Yep.
attacking a minnow.
20,
if they see
more
one.
like 100.
So we are heading north up the west side of Bay Street. I don't know, if Ken wants to take Dundas over, we don't have to take Dundas over to Yonge. We could take Elm or Edward.
Yeah, well, do you want to go through the Yonge and Dundas
I don't care.
madhouse?
We'll let Ken choose our fate. Our special guest.
Yeah, it's been a while.
There's the Marriott Hotel. So this is Ryerson University. Oh, they changed the name back.
They came to their senses. Yeah.
That's TMU has some lecture halls in there above the Canadian Tire as part of the Eaton Center, where I'll be going tomorrow, hopefully. Nevada Dave says we are both handsome men.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You want to walk down Dundas and then we'll walk up Yonge?
Whatever you want, sir.
All right. Let's do it. Well, why the cop over here?
Uh-oh. Yeah, Bay Street can be a bit sleepy. Roger says, awesome stream, thank you. Megan stuck out her foot and tripped Ken, says Andy Wood.
Yeah, that's how she got me.
I guess we're going to the north side. To the left, Little Tokyo. To the right, the Eaton Center and Atrium on Bay.
We've never heard of moving in silence.
Raja says, bash that like button. Oh, you don't have to bash it. Preserve your finger for future liking. Adam L says, all roads lead to Yonge and Dundas. Pretty much. You're not in Toronto if there's not a car blocking the crossing for absolutely no reason.
That's right. When we were in Niagara Falls, somebody did that when we were trying to cross the street at Clifton Hill. And Megan pounded on the car.
Should make that a YouTube short.
Yeah, it's in the video, so yeah.
There's Uncle Tetsu's Japanese cheesecake. Used to be right across the street. Looks like they've dramatically upgraded their capacity.
So you're planning to go to Niagara soonish?
Yep.
Yeah.
Niagara Falls, hopefully. There may be a trip to New York rolled
Wow.
into that.
Nice.
Not the city.
Oh, just across the border.
Oh, it's all going to be a mystery.
Oh, Buffalo. Ooh. Yeah. Niagara Falls, New York, though. That would be an interesting walking tour. That place is
Desolate?
yikes, is all I have to say, right?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the Canadian side is where all the tourists are at.
Right?
And the American side, you have to like peek your head out to get a view. Like they've got a beautiful park there.
Yeah.
Like it's really nice, but
Yeah, I think Action Kid preferred the American side.
I think he was just playing lip service to Uncle Sam.
Ew.
That guy just almost steamrolled us.
Yeah, made a loud, gross sniffing noise.
Well, there's the center of the known universe straight ahead. Dundas Square. I don't really know if I would change it if I could do anything different. I kind of like that it's such a tacky,
Yeah.
grotesque yet awesome place all at once.
Yeah. People
Action Kid
wanna
responded. He
sanitize
says,
it.
Niagara Falls, Canada downtown was pretty yikes too. Yeah, but
But
there's-
not dangerous, though.
there's also Clifton Hill though, where a tourist would kind of feel at home a little bit. There is no such equivalent in Niagara Falls, New York. There are motels where you probably don't want to get out your blacklight. So last week they had basketball set up in the square. Hey, no obnoxiously loud preachers tonight.
Yeah, they haven't been around ever since they
Put up those
put
signs?
those signs up. So, hallelujah. Maybe all the characters will come back. Because remember years ago they had like Batman and Spider-Man and like Transformers and Giant Spock and all these characters? They all got driven away by the preachers.
They did.
Literally, they couldn't stand it, so they all left. So maybe they'll come back now.
You want to go north here for a bit?
Yeah.
What I want to know is what happened to Singing Man?
Yeah, he just vanished. It's been a year since I've seen him.
He used to boldly walk down the middle of the
So,
street.
hopefully, you know, he's still alive and
Yeah,
just
hopefully.
doing something else.
He was as harmless as can be and always
Yeah.
provided like a smile and some entertainment.
Yeah.
So hopefully he is doing well.
Yep.
We're now heading north up the west side of Yonge. Do you think we could head over to Gerrard and then up Church?
Sure.
And that way I can just go to
Yeah.
Carlton.
You don't have to
Well, you know what?
backtrack.
Let's just go up to, I'll just end it at Yonge and College.
Okay.
There's the World Food Market.
How
across
long
the
is your
street.
streaming going now? Like,
We're an hour and 5.
okay.
Not all streams have to be 3 hours.
Right. I never planned to do streams that last that long. It just sort of happens, right? I'm just like, oh, I'll just walk a little more. Yeah, I'll just keep walking, whatever. Look at a new store coming here, a restaurant.
Fun Duck
Yeah.
Premium Sweets.
So that's cool because this was all empty storefronts a few years ago, and now they've all been refilled, right?
Let's cross here.
All right.
We'll see if anyone says hi to you by name when we go in front of Zanzibar.
I had one person say hi to me by name.
See this guy right through the red light?
Yeah,
Almost.
that's nothing new.
If you're gonna do that, at least yield. There's the Young Street Warehouse, Salad King. Lily celebrating 1 month of channel membership. Thank you, Lily. There's the Chelsea Hotel, which apparently holds the keys to connecting Aura to the path,
Right. It's going to be torn down eventually.
which is insane to think about for such a large hotel.
Yeah, I think biggest hotel in Canada, right? In terms of rooms.
I don't know.
I think so. Is this new, pita and hummus? Sort of new.
Did not notice. This is Ken's Hood. You can find Ken in there Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Hey, come on, I'm a Fillmore supporter, man. I gotta support the neighborhood.
Ken's the one who comes up with the clever signs.
Right? Yeah.
Andy says, I'm impressed with the amount of walking you do. Well, yesterday I broke my streak of 10K step days. A little disappointed in myself. Do you have any type of fitness tracker?
Just my steps health app on my phone. I don't really pay attention that much.
Does that work when you're using the gimbal?
Yeah. Yep.
It still detects your steps?
Yep.
We are going by the former home of the Big Slice. Marge celebrates 30 months of channel membership. Thank you, Marge. And we are just a boot at Gerrard Street.
You want to walk down Gerrard?
No, let's just keep going up to.
right.
Yeah, let's. The Man in the Blue Shirt.
That's right.
Did you see that movie, The Man from Toronto?
I haven't watched it yet. Is it worth watching? Or?
There's also the original Man from Toronto, a black and white movie.
Yeah, I never saw that either. Did you watch the new one though?
No. It didn't look very good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why
I tried to
haven't
watch
watched it.
Turning Red and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. What happened?
I didn't mind that. I mean, it's obviously a kid's movie, but
I was like, I remember when Pixar
alright.
movies were good. Yikes.
yeah, like Wall-E. That was the last Pixar movie that I went to the theater to see that I enjoyed.
I think the unspeakable has happened and DreamWorks has thoroughly surpassed them with
Yeah.
way better movies.
Yeah.
I saw that Meg 2. Ugh. That-
Really?
That was a bad movie.
I didn't even see the first one.
I'm like, anything with Jason Statham beating up a shark has to be good. Nope.
No? Oh well.
And I watched this movie last night with Patton Oswalt called like I Love My Dad.
Right.
It was the
Terrible?
most cringe yet good movie. you will
Cringe
see.
but good?
It's about a dad who like loses his connection with his son because he was always lying and like mistreating him.
Yeah.
So to get his son back in his life, he like catfished him and pretended to be a girl and basically got his son to fall in love with him. And oh, they took it to the place you don't think they would take it to.
Whoa.
But it was a good movie.
I'm almost intrigued. Yeah.
Anything with Patton Oswalt in it, I tend to enjoy. I'm not gonna like this, but I always do.
So what streaming service is that on?
What's going on?
A very legal one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
One you can totally get
hint taken, yes.
through
Right.
legal means.
Yes.
I didn't put it on my Plex server.
Plex.
Lisa says my movie taste is super questionable. Well, your taste in live streamers is super questionable.
She watches both of us. Jeez, that's
We didn't even get invited to Montreal. Claudia says, am I at 94,000 subs yet? No, I think we're a few hundred short. Or possibly, I'm at 93,941.
Wow.
So I might hit 100K around New Year's at this rate. It might take a New Year's stream to get there.
I'm hoping to hit 17K by my birthday. Maybe.
When's your birthday?
September 19th?
I'm sure they're very versed on the law and what constitutes a hate crime. This corner always seems to be a magnet of interesting folks.
Yeah, it's kind of intensified, you could say, right?
Yeah. It's not quite don't stream here yet.
Young and Wellesley also, but this has seemed to have surpassed it now in that sense.
All right, let's cross the street. And I think my short little stream has come to an end. I'm going to take advantage of my 2-hour TTC transfer window.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But I want to thank our mods for their good work. I want to thank the Ken Continuum for joining, all one word, at the Ken Continuum.
Thanks, everyone.
When I get home later tonight, I'll put his name in the description as a link so you can sign up.
Thanks.
Thanks to our channel members, Patreon supporters, everyone who just watched, everyone who sent support during the stream, much appreciated. As we just spend the night staring at Ken. I will be premiering a video tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. EST on this channel. So if you want to hang out in the chat, I'll do my best to be awake for that. Ken is thinking about going into Bulk Barn. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I thought he was trying to sneak around the corner. And as always, stay safe, like, subscribe. I don't know what this man is up to. That is clearly a man who drinks a lot of soy milk.
Yeah, I'm going to get hopped up on some strong stuff.
And on that note, we will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Yoink.